It's week 2 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Commanders and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
The punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. While there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it, and he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Play fake here, Daniels. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It goes as a gain of 7, but somehow twice that, 14 yards to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Daniels from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Again, Daniels to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Chase Young bringing him down there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
A give up the gut to Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They kick the running back in motion. Goff on 3rd. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they finally tackle him after a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Coming right is Gibbs. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Goff working from the pistol. Wright reels it in. Solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Finds Laporta. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. All right, here we go, second down. They go play action with Goff. Able to find right. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Johnson with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders set to take over. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels now. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the gun, Daniels. Moore's got it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Daniels to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Lions will go on offense. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the 19. It's taken in by Williams. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Goff. That heater is going to fall to the turf. 1st time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Jack Fox on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Connecting on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels back to throw. Brought in right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He brings it in. And that's a Washington touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
On is Cade York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. On now is York to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Goff on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Into the hands of Gibbs. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Now Daniels off the play action. Pressure gets to him and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's out on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. 3rd and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first. On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff finds Laporta. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Here's an option play to the left. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here we go. Second and very long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, Daniels. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on them. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Goff working from the pistol. Able to find right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
On first down, it's Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll take an option to the right on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for second and long.
From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels from the pistol. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now. From the 41. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. From the gun, it's Daniels. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Play fake here, Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Option play headed right on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders make it a one-score game in the first half. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They kick the running back in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. Goff to the air now. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions pushing for a score before the break. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Has the connection to right. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Daniels. Looking slant route complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Daniels on 1st down. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Again, Daniels to the air. Throwing the out route complete. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. 3rd and short, Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. 1st down throw from Goff. He finds Laporta. And he gets him around 6 there. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing again, it's Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Goff back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He's back to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Lambeau. Arizona in town to take on Green Bay. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Marvin Harrison Jr., a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Devon Achane, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Now it's York to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Bucky here from the gun. And he's brought down up across the 30-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, it's Goff. Able to find Wright. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go. Another one for Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Design bootleg here. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Gibbs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal. They'll run in with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh, boy. Now they're facing 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Now whistles, and we're going to get a timeout before the kick. Johnson with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Moore's got it. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Goff on 1st and 10. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At their 48-yard line.
It's Montgomery on the counter. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Goff setting to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. They're now set for 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right?
Still first
that
down.
time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now Daniels off the play action. Complete. It's McLaurin. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's taken in by Williams. And this one does not go far. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The home team send Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They go play action with Goff. He's going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Goff on 3rd. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Montgomery now up the middle. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Ricky Luvu there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running it with Gibbs. And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. He finds Johnson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels able to get it to Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Again, Daniels to the air. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So instead of running third down again, they decide to bring up fourth and let him keep the gain on the last play. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Still inches to go on third down. Goff working from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. That one's complete, right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down, ball at the 36. Daniels now. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Daniels from the pistol. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second.
Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
1st down throw from Goff. Has the connection to right. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Sheds off a rusher. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do. Make something happen. Ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, not in my house.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Daniels on 1st down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. Got to secure the pick before anything else.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Meek Robertson takes it away. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. A give to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Looking to throw. Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions go up by 19.
36, Commanders 17.
Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. And that one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
Shotgun handoff to Vunky. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They give it to Vaki. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions nearing their first win of the season. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.